Can I be heard? That's the question. Audio output, um, internal, wait, I guess the line is moving, so it must be recording. Internal speakers, I'm just going to say default. Okay, anyway, all right. Hello, happy Wednesday, everyone. It's been a minute, so I just wanted to come on and just give an update on Ancestral Amends Day Wednesday, a day of contrition and forgiveness. And as I have been following my social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, I've come across some pretty interesting things. And one of them, I don't know, is from Dr. Christian Northrup. And I posted this on Facebook because she is talking about the vaccinations and what's going on with that, the intricate details of it. And it was very interesting, especially for it to come from her, because she's more of a spiritual, holistic doctor. And she is a Western doctor, but she practices the holistic method, which is self-healing, and is steeped in spiritual practices and teachings. So to hear her speak about this from the angle that she was speaking about it caught my attention, because there's great concern. So the great concern is being controlled by the very few minority, controlling a whole society, instilling fear in us with, this, that, and the other, especially around the vaccinations, when all the while there is could be diabolical ulterior motive. So to hear her speak about that today was very interesting, and so interesting that I did post it on my Facebook page. So I urge you and strongly encourage you to check it out, because we are in a day and age where information is being funneled to us like never before. And I think that is critical that we listen to the information that's being given and use our own discrimination, not believing just what any and everyone is saying, but just using our own discrimination and discernment, and allowing our spirit to lead us towards the truth. Because there is truthful information being given, authentic information, genuine information, because people are really genuinely concerned about the direction that we are going in and who is leading that direction. And then, of course, there is the opposite. There is false information being given, delusional information being given, deceitful information being given to continue to control us. So just use your own discrimination. And that brings me to Ancestral Amends Day Wednesday, a day of contrition and forgiveness, because we're so riddled with fear, we are often missing the mark of what the country truly needs. And that is truly a day of acknowledgement focused on emphasizing the healing of the wrongdoings of our ancestors in this country. So the Ancestral Amends Day Wednesday is coming along. We have secured, my little shirt is coming off, and this is, okay, there we go. We have secured a Babalao, which is an African priest, and I think I shared that with you before. And we also have a person who volunteered to be our PR person to help us promote the event. So we're really excited about that. And we also created the artwork for it, which you can see it on my Facebook. That is the update. Is really to gain traction and to just gain momentum and to bring the awareness of the event to the public so that the day before Thanksgiving, we can really all come together and honor our ancestors for those that were mistreated, for those whose lives were taken, sacrificed, whose backs that this country was built upon, so that we are all where we are today, if it had not been for them. So is that. And then there's also the forgiveness of those who were the perpetrators, like I've said before. Because every single, no matter what spiritual practice that you have or what dogma that you study, everyone greatly emphasizes the importance of forgiveness. And even if it's not related to spiritual practice, if anyone has had a trauma to happen and they're seeking therapy, one of the most important things that the therapist will say is forgiveness is key. Because forgiveness is not necessarily for the perpetrator, but it is for you. Because it is what helps to mend the heart. And that is what helps to bring the closure and the healing process and being free from the trauma. So I just wanted to share that and test out the streaming because we do have, as you know or may not know, but I am the co-host of I Am Not That podcast, along with my husband, Koa, and our podcast can be heard on all of the major channels, all of the major platforms, rather, Google, Spotify, Apple, Castbox. I don't know if that's a major platform, but that's what I use. So any platform that you listen to your podcast on, you can find us there. I Am Not That podcast. So we are interviewing AJ of My Seven Chakras, and that's going to be really fun. We're doing that tonight, actually. I was going to say tomorrow, but it's tonight. So yeah, so I'm giving this live stream a test run, also to see, how that's going to go tonight. And maybe we'll use it, maybe we won't. But I was just giving it a test run. So yeah, so Ancestral Amends Day Wednesday, a day of contrition and forgiveness, a day to wake us up from this spell that those behind the curtains have worked very, 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 very hard at over all of the decades to keep us under. But as Dr. Northrup says, and what I call a spiritual awakening, she calls the Great Awakening, is upon us. And so we have a really golden opportunity right now to seize it. And yeah, so give her video a full watch, guys. We can spend some time on some things. And so if you're really interested in a medical expert's perspective on this, then I would strongly encourage you to watch the video on my post with Dr. Christian Northrup, her interview. And I'm going to hop off now because I got to get ready for yoga class and meditation class and interviews and all kind of good stuff tonight. So I just wanted to really test this out and see what this is all about with this live streaming stuff, because I have absolutely no idea. And to give you an update on Ancestral Amends Day Wednesday, happening the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and this is going to be the inaugural year, and we're looking to do this on an annual basis, and obviously to build it year after year after year, so that when we are all sitting down with our families and friends on Thanksgiving, it can really be a unified day for the country. And until then, you all have a great evening. And I'm going to go back and watch this to see what this is all about. So Forgive me if there's any errors, flubs, or whatever. All right, y'all, be well. Peace.